Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, along with the team members Apollo Asteria, Dr. J, Andy Elias, with Dr. J Radio Live, and my brother Brent, going over videos. Look at this right now.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right, we're looking at this video, and what we're looking at is something quite extraordinary. Two tandem UFOs side by side traversing across the sky at a pretty high rate of speed. What we're looking at is unclear at the moment, but these are the UFO videos you're looking for, and we're sharing them right now on Third Phase of Moon, and we've got a lot of them for you tonight, so buckle up. We're going to ask the people, including yourselves, what you think we're looking at. Dr. J, your thoughts right now.
This is one of the craziest footage I've ever seen. Very unique. First of all, you have two what looks like could be or called craft, not the same shape, and something completely bizarre, not symmetrical in any way. Another very unique point is look at how close they are to each other and the fact that the distance never changes. And of course, they're going very slow, no means of propulsion, no smoke or anything like that. I think legit crazy footage, possibly not from this earth.
Yeah, Dr. J, good call on that. Again, we're looking at something, it seems like what you're just saying. It's moving in a straight kind of trajectory at some moment, but then could these be paragliders, maybe parachutes? But I don't see the person that would be guiding this at the same time. I'm just seeing these two kind of like shaped objects in tandem, but with nothing piloting into this. What is it?
You know, at first I thought these objects seemed to be sort of mirroring each other, but then when it zooms in, you can tell that one object, the lower one, is obviously a little larger, but it seems like when it really zooms in close, you can kind of see like some sort of connection between them. I don't know if it's like some sort of force between them that's being manipulated, or if it's like, you know, something physically attaching them, but it seems to be something there, so that's definitely really interesting.
We're liking this a lot, and we're not seeing any manipulation. What we're looking at is authentic footage of UFOs, two of them, in tandem, working side by side. Is there some kind of unknown propulsion that we're looking at? I'm going to have to roll out drones or paragliders. What we're looking at, like I think we're all agreeing upon right now, we're looking at something we can't identify, and that's what we're here to share. Guys, I want to get your opinions in this live premiere right now. We're rolling all the videos coming in from around the world. It's important that we get the word out, so make sure you share this link on your social media. Now, we've got more videos coming in. Brent found some interesting ones today. We want to share it with you right now. Take a look at this. A series of videos coming in from different angles of what looks to be some kind of laser beam, obviously coming out from the sky. Exactly what is shooting this laser beam down on this neighborhood, the city, we're not exactly sure. Is this some kind of Chinese technology, something that is extraordinary? I don't know what to say. Dr. J?
This is really bizarre. Is it a craft that is sucking up some energy from the Earth, or is it the other way around where it's shooting a beam down? This is interesting because the only other time I've heard of this was from Colonel Halt from Rendlesham, when he said an object from the sky 3, 4, 5,000 feet above shot a beam of light exactly like that, only he said it was red in that case, and it was just hit right the ground like a spotlight. This is bizarre, Blake. I don't know what to say, but I don't think it's something that we're doing, put it that way.
Yeah, you know, at first I was wondering if maybe it's a possibility this is a light, like a laser-powered light that's shooting out from the building below it. But, I mean, once you look closer, it looks like there's something kind of behind the clouds there. So, I don't know. I mean, definitely some sort of technology that's being used there. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, we're looking at multiple angles. These guys were capturing it just driving on the road. They don't know what the heck is going on. I don't know what the heck is going on. Brent, any ideas here?
Yeah, there's a couple things going on with what we're watching. Right now, we're looking at a real-time video of the same event, a good close-ups here. We see this beam again. Is the big question? The question is it shooting from on the ground, or is it coming down from above the skies? And that's the big one to kind of wrap your mind around this thing. Some of the footage that we're seeing earlier was time-lapse footage. Again, this is real time, so we're looking at an event that still has people questioning what the hell went on. Here's another good close-up right here. This is kind of the point of a ground zero where the event happened. What's your opinions, everybody?
Yeah, we got three multiple angles, crystal clear footage coming in. Again, we're wrapping our heads around it at the moment. Is it direct energy technology?
I think it absolutely could be, but if it is, say, a UFO, how many times have people talked about lights like this bringing humans or cows up there for abductions or, tests? So that's another possibility.
We're looking at like what's going on. What are these two orbs just hanging within the beam of light? I'm not exactly sure. We're seeing it right now. Is this a craft? And then again, this beam just shoots out from these orbs up in the sky.
Oh wow, that's definitely really interesting. It looks like there was definitely some objects up in behind the clouds there. So now I'm definitely thinking it's more coming from the clouds, or above the clouds. But when I was looking at this beam of light earlier when we zoomed in on it, it definitely looked a lot larger than I originally thought once it zoomed in. I mean, if you look at that right there, it probably is about the size of like a car, like the size of the width of the beam of light coming down. So that's definitely some very powerful energy right there.
Yeah, the lumens, whatever is beaming from an object up in the clouds, in my opinion, I think it's coming from the clouds, is quite extraordinary. The lumens would have to be at least, I don't know, I'm guessing 80 lumens. It's just hard to guess here. But again, this time-lapse video that we're showing, this thing lasted for quite some time, at least 20 minutes or so, Brent?
Yeah, quite some time, exactly that. And again, what's stopping the light if there's something, a laser shooting from the ground? How could it stop in the mid sky right there and just hold itself? Kind of reminds me of, again, Battle for LA that happened at night. And we're looking at the same example. Could it be maybe, again, new technology, new lasers trying to create some sort of show out there in the sky? That's a possibility. And if that's the case, it's going to make people wonder. But hey, we're sharing it right here on Third Phase Moon, trying to get down to the bottom of it.
Yeah, and I think if anybody is behind this as an advertisement stunt or something, they should at least let the public be aware so they don't freak out.
Absolutely, they would. Otherwise, they could go to jail if not face fines. Blake, when you said 80 lumens, especially up top where the light is originating or going to, it is much, much brighter than that. And think about this. There are no scrambled jets. If this was in our airspace and this incident was happening, you would, if it was ours or a threat, why isn't anything like that happening? I mean, you have multiple angles, so clearly it's real. And this is, I don't think this is celestial.
Yeah, good call. I think what we're looking at is some kind of experiment, maybe to freak the people out on the ground, or maybe some kind of a energy device that we're unaware of, and maybe, as you speculated, Dr. J, some possible abduction scenario. But again, we're looking at this multiple angles. If anybody could give us any direction of what we're looking at, it would sure help a lot. We want to update everybody from around the world what's going on here, because we're looking at something kind of special. Quickly, Brent, before we get to the next video.
Yeah, tons of videos tonight. This is just a great call, great capture by everybody, because we're looking at something that was seen by a massive amount of people, and the people are wondering what's going on in the vicinity of this area. So we're all asking questions here. I'm sure we might just get to the bottom of it within this week.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking at, again, the two orbs. Could this be the origin of this light beam? You see it right here. It just shoots out. Bam. There it is. Incredible stuff. Now, we talk about Popocatépetl, Mexico, the Mexican active volcano. Again, it's happening this week. More activity of the phenomenon. Let's roll that video right now and share it to the world. Guys, take a look at this.
This is crazy. First of all, we've known for decades, if not over a century, that strange lights, and now we know actually structured craft, go in and out of volcanoes, always fly near them all the time. Why is so much activity happening now across the world, definitely in South America, where people are not afraid to share it or be ridiculed from it? I don't think this is a comet or a meteor coming in. Definitely not a comet. The way it goes out, is it possibly because it's going into another dimension? But what interests me more than that is the orbs that you literally, or objects coming out.
Yeah, we're seeing it dissipate, but then again, we've got more angles coming in from, I think it's the webcams de Mexico. They do such a great job just having their cameras on this volcano, capturing the phenomenon. And again, here's some more footage as we get a close-up look. Something shooting out of the caldera.
Yeah, Blake, this is actually happening in real time. What we're seeing with that just event of something that seems to exit the caldera. Now we get a close-up that somebody had a really good eye. All in this actual time. Now we see this a point of a light. Who knows what it is? Start to move up, straight towards the sky, all in real time. So there's two phenomenons happening in real time.
Are UFOs magnets to volcanoes?
Oh, definitely. You know, I think what we're seeing here is probably a plasmoid, which is a ball of plasma. And these kind of happen very frequently around volcanoes because of the piezoelectric energy coming up out of the ground from deep within the earth. It's, you know, being compressed within the earth and shooting up out of these volcanoes. And, you know, as Dr. J was saying about the phenomena with a lot of UFOs coming and powering up supposedly around volcanoes, or the activity of UFOs being spotted around volcanoes, I think it's very likely that maybe if something was coming off planet, it would be a very good place for it to power up because of the energy coming out of it.
What's up with Popocatépetl? Why is it such a hot spot? Every week, right here at Third Phase of Moon, we've got always something new coming out of that place. Why?
Is it about to possibly erupt? I mean, that's a scary thought. You know, we do know throughout history, UFOs tend to appear right before something happens and right after something happens. Now, Paula hit it right on the nail, right on the head, when she said a place to re-energize. Think of it as a fuel stop, for sure. But we're also getting magnetism, you know, the heat and other forms of energy, and possibly what they could use on other planets, maybe some materials and minerals. But I think the reason the activity has always been crazy around this and is getting crazier is because I think something is about to happen with the volcano, if not the UFOs.
You know, it's crazy. Is it maybe just plate tectonics, static electricity creating these orbs, or are we looking at something organic in nature, something biological, or is this something from another world harvesting energy? Again, we don't have the answers, but these videos are so compelling, it just makes you wonder what the heck is going on. And we don't know what's going on, except that this place is just such a hot spot. Now, earlier today, Doc Skinner from 1028 Productions, he lives in Arizona, and he said there's something that happened that people were just in shock and awe. And we're about to share with you something that we haven't seen, and hopefully we get more evidence coming in from Arizona of what just happened earlier today. And we appreciate Doc Skinner from 1028 Productions sharing this with us. There's a series of photos. We're bringing them into the timeline. Just give us a few moments, and we're going to bring them up and share it with you right now. Give us a big thumbs up, and let's see these things right now. 3 rings of fire going on. It's not an eclipse. We're not looking at a solar eclipse. We're looking at something that is mind-blowing, and we can't explain it.
You know, it looks like 3 rings, but to me, it more looks like 3 structured craft, maybe possibly made of energy, or possibly maybe 30 or 50 or any percentage in this dimension and bleeding over into the dimension where they're at. So maybe that's why we're not seeing it as a typical sport model flying saucer silver. Maybe it's literally halfway between one dimension and another, but it looks like there's one major one,
Look at the size of this.
It's massive, definitely massive. And what is emanating from the top of it? What is that beam going up to the heavens?
Yeah, I feel that these are something that are, maybe lit up. Like maybe they're kind of invisible or have some sort of cloaking technology normally. And like normally if you saw it, maybe it'd be like mirrored and so it would reflect the sky around it. But right here, maybe the sun, like in the evening, is kind of the late sunlight is just kind of hitting it just the right way where these are just lighting up perfectly. And the circular part of this crap, it looks like there's something in the sky right next to them, a little above them. I didn't notice that before. So that's interesting. I mean, this kind of looks like a fleet of UFOs to me. The circular aspect to the center one, it looks very perfectly round in a certain way. So I don't know. I think there's definitely something there.
Yeah, look at the dark shadow within the sphere and the ecliptic nature of it, the silver lining.
Yeah, Blake. Everybody, these are dynamic photos. It seems like we got a series of them, all in different aspects of time. I'd really like to see the meta on this, to see the real photo, the data that came in on this, just to mark time, place, and everything else to match up this vicinity of capturing this super phenomenon. Could this be maybe manipulated? That's a big question. Photoshops abound. This one has my suspicion because I've never seen an event anything like this, and if this is a real deal, this should win like a Pulitzer.
This is one of the greatest shots I've seen in a long time. We've asked Doc Skinner if there's any video at the moment. There's none that we've obtained yet, but we'll let you know.
Because I just saw this new 3 balls of light near the beam of light, this makes it even crazier. What if that's 3 UFOs or 1 UFO with 3 lights checking in on another species or some crazy phenomenon?
Good call, Dr. J. And whatever, if these aren't craft up there, they're massive. I'd have to say football field in size, quite incredible. Guys, we appreciate everybody coming in, and we're looking at these videos in real time with you from around the world, and we want to get your opinions. We're going to look at this one that just came in again once a little earlier today. These tandem UFOs just flanking one another. I'm not seeing any tether between either of them. They seem independent in their own ways, but they're like moving in perfect tandem, and I don't see any prop propeller blades or any FAA lights. I don't know what they are.
I don't see anything at all. It's definitely not a paraglider. Remember, I'm a parachutist, a skydiver myself. I would recognize that. What's crazy about this, like you said, there's no propeller, there's no engine, there's no smoke, there's no means of propulsion. And on top of that, look at the 2 shapes. They are not symmetrical or aerodynamic in any way. Is it balloons? But balloons go up. They don't go sideways.
Yeah, again, good close-ups here. We're not seeing any attachment to this, so it seems like they're connected without any force or connection. They're just flying on their own tandem, but kind of as a magnet connected.
Absolutely. And what's up with these energy devices that we're seeing? What's going on over here? I still don't know.
I mean, I think there's definitely, after seeing the zoom in earlier on the 2, it almost looks like balls or orbs behind the clouds there. I definitely feel like there's something up there that's just kind of shooting this like beam of energy down. It's almost like it's directed and condensed and shot down towards the earth. So definitely really interesting. I don't know what the deal is with the building under it, if there's some connection with that, but looks like something's definitely going on there.
Conversely to what I said earlier, we always have to play skeptic. I mean, you can't just believe everything right off the bat, even though a lot is super compelling that it's not from this earth. What if this is the United States government using some directed energy technology, testing it here? So it could be either or, but this is not CGI. This is obviously something hundreds of people, I would think, seeing this, but at least, more than 2 angles that we caught.
100%. We really try to stay away from CGI. What we're looking at is real. We're just asking the question, what is it? Big show tonight, guys. Appreciate everybody showing up.
It's interesting while we roll these videos, and like you said, Dr. J, it's proper to remain skeptical when we're looking at this, but we pretty much could assure you what we're looking at tonight, there's no manipulation. We're looking at legitimate unknown phenomenon. Until we find out what it is, it's a UFO, guys. And what's going on in Arizona still has us kind of stumped. So hopefully we could find out what the heck is going on around our world. And everybody, if you captured anything amazing, my email is in the description. Don't hesitate to share it with us. Upload that video, copy paste that link to my email. Everybody be safe. We'll see you next time.
Over and out.
We'll check you next time.
10-4.